All right, guys, welcome to Mud Road. This is pretty much a special report on the assassination attempt on Vladimir Putin. Let's get right to the video. We're looking at the Kremlin. You're going to be seeing a drone fly into just over the dome and explode. Now, here we go. Boom! Now, I want to tell you guys what I think is going on here. Now, the Russians knew it was coming. This drone was coming from a ways away. So I'm thinking it wasn't launched from Ukraine. It was launched from within Russia. The Ukrainians got Ukrainian operatives. They got people inside of Russia. That's a pretty good sized drone. So I'm thinking they had assistance from maybe somebody who has an active embassy in Moscow. I mean, to get a you can see that's a pretty good sized drone. Remember, these are a couple men here. I'm going to say they're about 6 foot tall. So I'm thinking that the wingspan on that drone, oh my Lord, that has to be a 12-foot wingspan on that drone. That's a pretty good sized drone. Like I said, I don't think it came all the way from Ukraine. It would have been detected. I think it was launched from within Ukraine. Somehow the Ukrainians snuck it into near enough to Moscow that it got by the air defenses around Moscow. Like I said, I'm a suspicious type. I'm thinking maybe a friendly embassy to Ukraine. I wonder who that could be. They could have snuck the drone in and then launched it. So it's possible that this drone, this attempt to kill Putin wasn't even done by the Ukrainians, but maybe an ally of the Ukrainians. There's all theory. It's tinfoil hat theory, all right? So let's throw a ledge all over it, not make the YouTube upset. Now, this drone appears to have been hit in the air. It's right there, and it explodes right there. Excuse my phone over there. So it explodes. It does the big kaboom there. The Russians knew it was coming, so you can tell these two guys up on the roof, it looks like they're hustling. They're trying to get up there. They were probably carrying some type of device to try to shoot it down, but I don't think it was they who shot it down. But it did explode in the air. It didn't explode on contact. It was a pretty good-sized fireball. If you look at it, boom. Had it actually made contact with the building, I think it would have caused some serious damage, although I don't think either way it would have killed Putin. Now, the other possibility is that the drone actually had a bigger warhead, and had it actually hit the building, it could have, blown up half the building. Reason being, I was told years ago that if you take a block of C4 and you throw a grenade on it, it's not going to explode. You can take a gun and boom, 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 put a bunch of bullets inside a block of C4. It's not going to explode. You actually have to have the charges in the block of C4 to make it go off. A lot of times, some of these heavy explosives are not in and of themselves going to explode just because you shoot down the drone. So it is possible that the fireball that you're seeing here is actually from the air defense system that hit it, and maybe the fuel that was in the drone. Or it could be that exactly is all there was of the drone. I don't see too much residue. So anyway, so those are just ideas I'm putting out there. Now, Zelensky came on air. Zelensky, oh yeah, I got to tell you this. What I'm thinking. Zelensky was in Finland when this happened. And the fact that he was in Finland is what makes me think that he actually did it. That he did it, or he knew it was coming, or someone told him go to Finland. And he's in Finland. He's begging for money, begging for planes. He's begging for something. That's the only reason he's over in Finland. Had the attack happened before Zelensky went to Finland, the Finnish people government would probably have canceled the visit. So Zelensky went to Finland when this happened, sort of like his alibi. Well, I didn't know anything. I'm over here in Finland. Now dig this. After this happened, Zelensky was only supposed to be in Finland for 1 day. But now after this, he's decided to stay a little bit longer. he's kind of like scared to come home. Here, let me show you something else. Now let's take a look at this. U.S. Embassy in Ukraine. Special security alert, heightened threat of missile attack, including Kiev and Kiev Oblast. In light of the recent uptick in strikes across Ukraine and the inflammatory rhetoric from Moscow, I don't think Moscow is putting out inflammatory rhetoric, the State Department cautions U.S. citizens of the outgoing heightened threat. This doesn't have a date on it. I know that there's been a lot of attacks on Kiev lately, so this may be an advisory for that. The original poster left me with the impression that this was posted like very recently, right after the drone attack on the Kremlin. Either way, retaliation is coming. you don't you don't try to kill Putin. Now, the Ukrainian, Zelensky's going, no, I didn't try to do anything. He's telling this from Finland, right? So he took off to Finland. He was supposed to be there one day, and now he don't want to come back. Now, I didn't talk about it, but a few days back, or was it a week ago or so, the Russians hit a NATO command center, alleged, that's what I'm being told, and they killed some 200 to 300 high-ranking officials down in a bunker that was, I believe it was 400 feet down into the ground. Caliber missile, that's hypersonic missile, went down and kaboom, their backside. Zelensky, if you watch the Metro show, there ain't no bunker deep enough. Is that a song? There ain't no bunker. No, it's a song like that, but it doesn't go quite like that. Ain't no valley low enough. Yeah, that was it. So, I think retaliation is coming. I don't care if Zelensky says that he didn't do it. Some people are saying it's a red flag that the Russians set it up. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The Russian people are going to expect retaliation. So I think Zelensky needs to just stay in Finland, because as soon as he comes back, I don't care how deep his bunker is, there ain't no bunker deep enough. Those caliber missiles are going to take him out. Now, I'll be honest, I don't think even so that Putin is going to take out Zelensky. I think Zelensky is just the proper fool to be running Ukraine right now. And I think as much as Putin would love to take out Zelensky, when you got a fool running the opposite team, then why not leave him there? Let's get a couple more things I want to touch on. I know it's going to be more or less of a quick video like I used to do back in the day, but let me get to that really quick. So in the last few days, Russia launched massive missile attacks. For all those people that are constantly telling me Russia's running out of missiles, I don't hear that from y'all anymore. I don't hear it anymore at all. Russia has plenty of missiles, and I think I've been proven right about that. Don't doubt me, you guys. You know, I do keep my ear to the ground, and I try to listen to things. But the Russians were launching missiles all over the place, and I heard that what you're seeing here, this big old kaboom, is they hit a Ukrainian ammunition dump. And this, along with the previous attack where they got that bunker 400 feet down and killed 200 to 300 NATO commanders and advisors, is postponing the long talked about Ukrainian counteroffensive. Although in the last few days there has been a little bit of Ukrainian offensive, and like anywhere, when they do a piercing attack, that piercing attack will penetrate a distance. Brian at the New Atlas was talking about that the other day. He was trying to tell his viewers and I want to tell you the same thing. If you see Ukraine make advances, don't worry about it. It's the same thing as Kherson and Kharkiv. The Russians have hard defenses about 40 miles back of the current line. Brian was saying that the Ukrainians don't have enough force to do an advance on the whole front line. They have about 80,000 reservists for the attack, for the counteroffensive. And they could do a piercing attack at any point. They can even do it in Bakhmut. And if they do that, they could take Bakhmut back. They'll take it back because the Russians are not going to risk losing 40,000 troops to hold Bakhmut like allegedly the Ukrainians did. The Russians will pull out of the city back to their defenses and pound the crap out of the Ukrainians as they advance into vacant territory. The same tactics the Russians used on the Germans back in World War II. They used it on Napoleon. They use this tactic on Ukraine and Kharkiv and Kherson, where when the Russians want to pull back because there's pressure from the Ukrainians, they do put pressure at times, they'll fall back and they hit them with artillery and put a pounding on those Ukrainians. Once they've solidified their lines and they're back to a place that they think they can fight well and it's advantageous, then the Russians begin to push back. As far as Bakhmut goes, like I said the other day, Bakhmut is the gift that keeps on giving. If if the Russians just want to pull back and let the Ukrainians reoccupy it, and then take them again, kill another 40,000, back out of Bakhmut, let the Ukrainians take it again, kill another 40,000, back and forth, back and forth. Bakhmut, like I said, it can very easily be the gift that keeps on giving, and so don't get all apprehensive if you see the Ukrainians make any advances. All of this, from the broad picture, is all well under control and manageable. Um, I think I'm pretty much. Oh, did we even see this big explosion? I'm sorry. Look at that baby. Look at that baby. Oh, they added some music to it. They added some music to it. I may have to cut that out. Russians destroy NATO ammo deal. I don't know. I don't know. There's the one thing about TikTok, they do have some good imagery, but I find that what I find on TikTok is unreliable. I really got to check it out. What I find over on Telegram, always, to be honest, always checks out is true. All right, guys, and over on Odysee, for some reason, I'm having trouble seeing the comments. They're not there. But if I go over to my comments section where I keep them, or Odysee keeps them for me, I can see them. I wanted to reply to this one commenter. Don't celebrate death. I appreciate the news that you deliver. It's an alternative to what's being put out there. This is a civil war. In essence, it is. They are all Russians and humans. Don't celebrate the death. The best outcome would be that the U.S. stopped trying to advance NATO further east into Europe, and that the war stopped. All of that is true. Now, don't celebrate the death. I don't, actually. I do appreciate life, but I know I have a way about me and about the way I do this show. I can't promise that I'm going to change. I don't think that I'm celebrating death. I know what you're talking about. Don't think I don't. I do little remarks, and some people would say, I have to say it this way because I don't want no one mad at me, the YouTube in particular. So some people would say that I'm purposely doing things and saying things in a little wink way to troll and to trigger the pro-Ukrainians. And some people would say, Mud, take the high road. Don't roll in the mud with pro-Ukrainians. Don't get down in the gutter like a gutter rat. The thing is, I like getting down in the gutter like a gutter rat. I like rolling in the mud. I have no intention of taking the high road and being noble. I go to other sites and other platforms, and the pro-Ukrainians talk the smack. They say things. I remember when the Russian troops were put on the ground face down and shot in the back of the head, alleged for the YouTube, although we all saw the video. The pro-Ukrainians were justifying it. They were cheering and hooping and hollering about it. Well, Mud, you don't have to be like them. I don't have to be like them, but I have no problem being like them, right? I'm the fight fire with fire type. That's just my personality. Don't celebrate the death. It's not that I'm celebrating. I tend to have, I think it might be called cognizant disconnect. If I see the soldier's face, I should say, if you go down into the 400 videos I have in Odysee, I can't remember where, I have videos where I highlight Ukrainian bravery, because if I see an act of bravery, of brotherhood, of love, of combat passion on the part of the Ukrainians, if I think it's beautiful, I highlight it. I cheer it. I promote it. I go yeah, these are brothers in war. If I see the Russians do something atrocious, I call them out. I say, no, I don't fly with that. I do not believe that you mistreat the prisoners. I'm fair on both sides. If I see a Ukrainian tank blow up at a distance, I'll give you a good hearty kaboom and a little laugh on it to tweak somebody. I'll make little remarks like, ooh, that gotta hurt. Considering the tank just went kaboom into a million pieces, you better hurt. I'm laughing. And the fact that I do this, it makes people mad and they get upset. I have toned it down a lot from the beginning. And I toned it down for a very small percentage of you. Most of you understand what I'm doing. Most of you understand that I'm not a bad person. I'm a good person, that I love human life, that I want the war to come to an end, and I want peace. Y'all know that. But a lot of you put up with the same crap that I do of these pro-Ukrainians. And a lot of you relish the fact that I kind of poke at them. I poke at them when I make remarks that, oh, Bakhmut is the meat grinder that keeps on giving. And then I do that little laugh. Right? What pisses off the pro-Ukrainians more isn't that I said the meat grinder that keeps on giving. It's the fact that I go, the meat grinder that keeps on giving. That gets them. That is me rolling in the mud, going down into the gutter. And that's just part of how I do the show. I don't think, because of my personality, I could ever do a straight-laced suit and tie, really formal, straight news. It's just not me, and it's not what I want this show to be about. It really is, and I've actually got some tequila in this little cup. It really started off as a lot of things, but I wanted it to be more laid back. I wanted it to be me talking to you. That's why I throw my hands. I'm just me. I'm not like. And yesterday, I throw my hands around. I'll, whether you know it or not, I still drink. I still drink while I'm doing the show. I have fun, and I feel like I'm just talking to the guys. When I'm talking to the guys or to my friends, or I'm at the bar, yeah, we laugh at things we shouldn't be laughing at. All right, we make really terrible remarks about things we shouldn't be talking about. Well, I do that here. I do it on the show. Ghostface Killer. All right. I hope you don't leave the show. I've had some good people leave the show because for the same concern that you have here, and I've had maybe 4 people. That's it, out of over 1,000 subscribers, tell me that they don't like the way I present the death and destruction. That I shouldn't be so cheerful about it. Part of that is that I'm just cheerful. Kaboom! Like the guy down here says, kaboom! I got to look at this. I got to look at your link. Anti-Burger. I saw the links. I haven't gone to them. I am going to get to them, all right? I'll get to them. Again, I'm having trouble. When I click on this, it should take me straight to the video, which it does. And then I'll turn it off. And then I should take me to your comments, which they're not there. None of them are there. I don't know what the issue is. I have these issues. Eventually, the comments will show up. So don't think I ignore you guys, because I love all of you guys, whether you be on Odysee or over on YouTube. And I don't want you to think that I'm trying to ignore any of you on anything. I will get a lot of times. I'm just too busy, and I just give you little hearts to let me know that I read it, I understand, and we're on the same page. Again, this video went too long, and it's, oh my God, 45 minutes from bedtime. I hope I don't stay up, but I'm going to try to edit this for you guys. Again, thank you for everything. Let me know in the comments what you think. Don't forget to go join the Discord. I really want to see you guys over there. It's in the links. Everything's in the links. Later.